Hey there guys, Farmman Official here, hope you guys are doing well. So on this episode of On the Rank Ladder, I'm actually going to cast a viewer's game. He's been playing Cumans, and I believe this is the 3 Archery Age production for the Cumans Archer Rush. I haven't actually watched this game before, so this is fresh, but I wanted to cast the games, of some viewers if they're interested, so that I can have a look at what they do, learn some things here and there. If they do things differently, I can think about implementing it in my builds if it's better, which is, every chance of that happening. We're all here to learn. So I feel like my builds for Cumans is pretty strong, but I think there's got to be some ways to adapt it. I feel like having some villager production after hitting feudal would be nice. I've been doing that more recently on the rank ladder, but haven't kind of solidified it in a specific build just yet. So I'd love to see what Timbri does and how he uses the build and the strategy in particular. So we've got Timbri here in blue playing as the Cumans, of course, and we've got Smiley in yellow playing as the Burgundians. Be an interesting matchup. And yeah, taking this very nice wood line here on the left, very nicely protectable with wood line here on the south, and then walling up as well. This is a really nice wood line he's gone for. This is actually really nice because he could secure the wood line and this major gold, which is the two main resources he needs, by just maybe walling to this house, walling there to the edge of the map, and then from this house to the edge of the map and there as well, and then just sort of walling to the TC, and that kind of protects him a lot. That'd be quite nice. Let's see what he goes for though. Might go for smaller walls, which is totally understandable. 4 onward, as you'd expect, and I suspect he's going to go for the boar as well. He is pushing a deer, which is fantastic, of course. I mean, in the builds that I've released on YouTube, I've done the builds without pushing deer, and that's just because not everyone's comfortable doing that. But if you are comfortable, absolutely. Every bit of food helps, for sure. So I actually usually mill the deer on the build because I don't push them in. When I play on the rank ladder, of course, I do usually actually push a deer in. But that's just so that if you don't have to push the deer in, or if you can't, or you're not sort of comfortable doing it, you don't necessarily have to. But it's great that Timbri's done that. Every bit of food helps. And it's a decent boar lure there as well. So villager count at the moment. Let's get the villager counts up here on the bottom left. 13 to 13. Even Stevens. And yeah, things are pretty standard there. He's building the 2 houses on the wood line. Is going to protect this pretty nicely, I suspect. And so far, things are going good. Let's see what the Burgundians player is up to. He's pushing 2 deer as well, so a lot of food here. Probably could be delaying getting the boar. Because, I mean, there's lots of food here rotting now. But he's getting the deer in nice and early anyway. 3 onward, so we're probably expecting a scout rush. I wonder if he's going to push that 3rd and final deer. Pretty greedy if he does. But that does put him in good position actually. So this build from Timbri is going to have to do a lot of damage to counteract this, because it's very different. If Smiley, for instance, doesn't have these extra deer, the food shortage he'd be running to when faced up against archers would be huge. But he's going to have a decent amount of food here, so yeah, it'd be lovely to see this strategy against this kind of build where you've got a lot of food underneath the TC. Because he'll be able to pump out quite a few scouts with this. So yeah, Timbri's got to be careful with his archers, building the mill. In a nice spot as well. So this is the benefit of pushing in all your deers, by the way. It means that you can keep up villager production after hitting Feudal Age. If you don't push in your deer, you can't actually have that benefit, so it is a big difference. Okay, we're 20 pop. Or 20 villagers. He's going to gold. I suspect he's going to send 2 villagers to gold. It's a bit of an awkward position for him on the mining camp there, because there's only one sort of tile there, but that's fine. That will get taken up pretty easily, quickly as well. And the final. Oh, this guy's going to lose his scout. Oh, that's pretty rough actually, especially if you're opening up scouts. Losing your starting scout is a pretty big deal. But yeah, all the deer pushed in, nicely done, and now he can go forward and scout. He's sending 6 villagers to wood. It's a very nice build so far. So he's going to have 10 villagers onward in total. And then he's probably going to wall this up, I suspect. I don't know, I haven't seen this game before. So he's going to small wall the berry villages, which is a nice touch. 3 villagers on berries, so he'll be able to keep up some villager production, as well as upgrades as well. Especially with all these deer banked up. Very nicely done. Pushing the deer very strong. So yeah, I guess guys, you know, with that feudal rush build, ideally you want to push in your deers. Oh, Timbery, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It should be fine. I don't think yellow has that many vills. He's only got like 2 vills there, or 1 vill. Yeah, 2 vills in the TC, so it's fine. Manages to get away with it. Building barracks, building a house, and it's going to be heading Feudal Age. So we should be seeing archery ranges being placed. He kept 3 villagers there on the straggler tree. I suspect he's going to use these villagers to build, maybe. Just keeping his scout active. There's the barracks. He's not dropping the rangers immediately, though. It's getting double bit axe, which is perfect. And here we are. The rangers go down. He's getting a defensive spear as well. Probably, you know, he's going to anticipate the scout rush. This is a nice touch. I wonder whether he's going to send the spear forward with his archers or keep it home for defense. It doesn't really need to keep it home for defense as long as he walls this up. And he's small walling his gold as well, so which is a nice touch. And there's a triple archery range that we've seen. We've come to know and love. And yeah, it's looking good. It's got a spear coming out already and might get a free hit. No, doesn't quite manage it, but he's fully walled now. Oh, actually, there's a little bit here. He needs to work on that. This villager is going to get stuck out there, but scouts aren't really hitting him too hard. And there's the 3 archery ranges. And I suspect he's going to drop a blacksmith pretty soon. There's the house there, fully walled in the woodland. This is super important there to get that done. And the scouts for the Burgundians player running around 2 spears now. And yeah, this is going to be perfect for Timbery. Gets a free hit there. And I don't think Smiley has scouted the archery ranges, which is actually perfect because he doesn't have a clue yet about what's coming. So that's very fortunate and it's very good for Timbery. Let's switch over back to Timbery's point of view. Oh, now he sees it and he's probably thinking, oh my god, 3 archery ranges. And he could pop out soon, actually. He's got enough archers. There's no blacksmith just yet. Oh, there it is. Yep, perfect. Getting the blacksmith down. And I suspect these villagers are going to go forward for the towers. Although I don't know. I don't know if Timbery was going for towers on this one. But that's a lot of archers. And it's going to get fletching. He doesn't afford it just yet. He's idling the TC you'd expect, which you'd expect. But the nice thing about pushing the deer is that it meant that he could create a few villages in Feudal Age. And that obviously just helps the eco that much more. He's queuing a villager though. He's not getting fletching. I don't think he got it, did he? No, he didn't get oh, now he's getting. Yeah, he unqueued that villager for a second. Oh, forward villagers for Smiley as well. This could be bad for Smiley for sure. Fletching is going to come in any second now. And this fight is definitely going to be Timbery's, you know, with this number of spears and archers. And yeah, these vills are dead. I mean, there's nothing that Smiley can do here. It's going to lose the scouts. Oof, they really melted to the spears. It's unbelievable. This is nicely done. The inclusion of spears is very nice. There's a siege workshop. Is that done? Where is that? Wait. I missed the vills going forward, damn it. So he's got a siege workshop on the hill. I totally missed he sent the forward vills. And look, this is perfect. There's nothing that the scouts can do. It's a bit housed, which can happen. Oh, this is a bit bad. This tower might go up. Oh, Timbery, go for the vills. Here. Come here. No. I mean, that's fair enough. He's going for the vills, building the... he's not actually hitting the vills, though. I think it's a bit of a misclick there. This vill's going to be in trouble for a second here. But, I mean, the siege workshop is great because you'll be able to get some rams and just get rid of that. Scouts here can't do anything. And denying that actually is really super important because that's 175 wood, so I actually don't blame him actually prioritizing to get that down, or stopped rather. Probably makes more sense to stop the archery range actually because he'd be able to deal with the this tower easily with a ram. But it's skirms really you'd have to be worried about. And the scouts just running around there, can't do anything. Might be able to get some berry villagers picks there, but it looks like it's going to bring the scouts back home. And now this tower might go down, possibly. Should be able to, yeah, perfect. So now he can actually get the tower up, which is great. Denies this wood line. The yellow is trying to get a tower on the stone and gold. It's going to stone to get the defensive towers, and now the rams are going to take out the production buildings. This is, don't underestimate the importance of this. That's 175 wood, I believe, for the Burgundians player, and he's doing the right thing by walling in the tower and the villager rather. And the 3 spears here, super effective. When this goes down, well, what does Smiley have to do? He has to build another archery range. He might lose the ram to the scouts, but it's fine. It's definitely a good trade because the scouts are going to go down now. Definitely worth it. And he's got another ram out anyway, so this is perfect. And the archer numbers are really building up. And I mean, what do you do if you're yellow now? He's going to drop plenty of towers to try and protect, but the fact is that Cumans get rams in Feudal Age, and that's super, super important. So there we are. There's another range being invested in. And Timbury's going to take out the stable next and just stop any sort of army production. Very difficult. Timbury's getting housed a few times. Very easy to happen when you have this kind of production from 3 ranges. But double 2 rams now, and yeah, the siege is so important here. And the villager count actually is quite huge for Timbury now, because obviously he's dropping farms at home because he kept the production up. So I mean, this game is already, well, Timbury's easy to call really at this stage. Just the villager count is double. Very nicely done. And look, a 3rd archery range having to be put down. I mean, that's so much wood. The skirms are out, but I mean, Timbury can, if he notices, he can deal with this. Especially the fact that, I mean, Smiley doesn't have a blacksmith, guys, so there's no fletching, there's no armor upgrades on these skirms. So these skirms will melt to these sort of numbers. And yeah, this is looking perfect for Timbury. Taking out the mining camp for good measure, and villagers going down. And this game's all but over. Stable, again, another stable. So much wood having to be invested there. And yeah, Timbury can just keep producing archers. May even be able to unqueue some archers here and get another ram. Just keep the ram train going. But yeah, he's going to want to loop round now. These 2 towers are actually quite important for Smiley. It does offer some protection, but this wood line's going to go down. I suspect we're going to see the GG soon, and there we have it. Guys, so there's the Cumans 3 archery range rush build. Obviously a bit different for what I do, but mostly because I suppose he's pushing in deer, which is fantastic. Guys, genuinely, I think pushing in the deer makes this build so much stronger, because you get that extra food, you can pump out some extra villagers, and you keep your economy going, and that's really what you want to do. An all-in strategy with no producing villages after Feudal Age can be strong, but it's obviously not as strong as this, which is a buzzing economy. He's getting a 2nd TC as well for good measure. I mean, he doesn't really need to, but he's doing it because he can. So yeah, perfect. Really nice game to cast. And guys, if you're interested in me casting some of your games, if you're showcasing some builds that you've come across watching my channel, or you just want me to see some of your gameplay, do send them over. Let me know. Message me on YouTube. And yeah, this is a really fun game to have casted. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do give some love to this player Timbury in the chat, in the comment section. And guys, hopefully see you in the next video.